Hello, hi, a very happy good evening. So this is Krishnaveni and we've been talking about the story of life on earth, and that's biology. So welcome to my lecture. So today we're going to discuss important questions from the chapter evolution. So I hope your preparations are going on well. So for all the aspirants who are preparing for NEET 2021, so I hope everything is going in order, so you're able to recollect your concepts, you're able to solve a lot of mock questions, and everything is going on fine. So please stay motivated, stay healthy, study well, concentrate, and at the same time work hard, because yes, it is a first goal in your destination. So that pain, that happiness, that determination, everything should flow. Alright, so yes. Hello Lila, welcome to my session. A very happy good evening. So please do like, share and subscribe. Okay, so we are done with the chapter of evolution. So today we are going to discuss some important questions. So yes, we have planned something interesting for all those who are taking up NEET 2021. So probably from next week, not from this week, but from next week we'll have something new. So don't worry. Hi Guha. So after a long time you are here. So I hope you are doing well. Yes. So how is your preparation going on? So Leela, are you a 2021 aspirant? Guha, how about you? Are you also a 2021 aspirant? Yes. So your preparation is going on fine. So the concepts are clear. You're able to solve mock test. So are you able to solve full test, full syllabus test? Yes, Ranjan. Hello. So welcome to my lecture. So after a long time you are here. So I hope you're doing well. Okay, so yes, so you're a 2021 aspirant. Okay, so I hope things are going on fine. Okay, so Ranjan, how about you? Are you a NEET 2021 aspirant? Are you able to see my video? Are you able to see my video clearly? Yes. Hi Vishal, hello. Yes, Dharni, good evening, a very happy good evening. So Leela is a 2021 aspirant. Yes, Naveen, hello. So guys, welcome to my lecture. So please do like, share and subscribe. So can you see my video clearly? Or are you only able to hear my voice? Can you see my video? No. So some says, okay, so some says it's clear, some says where are you? Alright, okay. Yes. 1 minute. Shubham ji? बंद ही नहीं हो रहा यार, क्यों किया नहीं? Okay, so hello, you cannot see me, you can only see the slide. Okay, video night chal raha hai. Yes, they are getting it done. Okay, so now can you see me? Yes, now can you see me? Now is it clear? Yes, I guess now it should be clear to everyone. Okay, so I hope all your preparations are going on fine. So everything is going great, no problem, nothing. So if you have any issues, any conceptual problems in biology, so let me know. So here we will start with evolution. Yes, now it's clear. Okay, fine. So here we move forward. So we are going to talk about important questions from evolution. So I have 20 questions. So see how quickly you can solve these 20 questions. Okay. So welcome to evolution. So we have been talking about all these topics. I hope you remember all these topics. Yes. So we have started from here. So we took almost 3 lectures to finish off this chapter of evolution. So can you quickly give me a recap of evolution? So how do you revise evolution in 10 minutes? So here I teach you how you can revise evolution in almost 10 minutes. So it starts off with the origin of life. So how first universe was formed. So the story begins like this, how universe was formed. So universe began, or it was formed because of the Big Bang theory. So that is the collision in unimaginable terms. So Big Bang theory led to the formation of universe. Okay. So then this gave way because the temperature condensed, and thus your galaxies were formed. So then we had the Earth's surface. So in the galaxy we had solar system. So in the solar system we live on a particular planet called the Earth. Okay. So here on the molten surface of the Earth, so we had ammonia, so we had methane, we had water vapor. So all these got released. So sun's radiations or sun's rays, so it broke up water into its constituents, that is H plus and oxygen. So H plus, which was lighter, it escaped. So your oxygen, based on the UV actions of the sun, it gave way to the formation of ozone. So slowly then your water vapor cooled. So the Earth's surface cooled and the water vapor fell down as rain. So this is the first part of the story, and there were certain theories which we had to believe. So the theories include the first one, theory of panspermia. So they said life started from spores, right? So the next include theory of spontaneous generation. So then you had Louis Pasteur's theory, which said life exists from or life came from pre-existing life. And the last theory which supported the final thing was chemical evolution, which was given by Oparin and Haldane. That is, first you had non-living or inorganic molecules. So you had non-living inorganic molecules. So first it was non-living inorganic molecules, from which we had organic molecules, which led to the formation of amino acids and sugars. So this led to the formation of your cell. So that is how the first life came into picture. So this was the theory, right? So this was proved by, your chemical evolution was proved by Miller's experiment in lab. Alright, yes. Yes, hello Shimpi. Yes, I'm doing good. Thank you so much for joining my session. So please do like, share and subscribe. Yes, Anthony B, very happy good evening. So you had mixed 2 exams. Okay, that's okay, fine, that's absolutely fine, Antonia B. Ma'am, revision plus questions. Yes, we are going to revise in 5 more minutes, and then we will solve 20 questions from evolution. Alright, so this is the first part. Then we spoke about theory, we spoke about evidences for these theories. So theories, then we have evidences. So what are the evidences? The first evidence is your paleontological evidence. So paleontological evidence are evidences from fossil fuel. So fossil fuels are formed on the layers of sediment. So these sediments are formed over many years. Okay. So then we spoke about embryological evidence, but this was ruled out. So the embryological evidence was given by Ernst Haeckel, but it was ruled out about the gill slit. The last one is comparative anatomy and morphology. So in comparative anatomy and morphology, so we spoke about convergent and divergent evolution, right? If you remember, yes. So we were talking about comparative morphology and anatomy. The first thing is divergent evolution. So this divergent evolution means you have homologous structures, but the functions are different. So this is divergent evolution. So your examples include the limbs of whales, of man, of leopard, etc. Right? And then you have thorns and tendrils of bougainvillea and cucurbita. So this is your divergent evolution, right? So moving further, so we have convergent evolution. So this convergent evolution means, so they have different structures but same function. But we have same function. So the examples include the wings of birds and butterflies. So this is the first example. So then we have flaps of your dolphin and your penguin, right? So we have flaps or flippers of your dolphin and penguin. Then we also spoke about the eye of humans and octopus. Done? So this is about your convergent and your divergent evolution. So then we went forward to talk about what is adaptive radiation. So adaptive radiation is when you have different varieties of a particular species in a single region, and then when it radiates to different geographical location, it is your adaptive radiation. So examples include your Darwin's finches, your Australian marsupials. So when you have more than one adaptive radiation, it is called as convergent evolution. So then we spoke about the method of natural selection, right? So that is about the white-winged and the brown-winged moth. So next we spoke about this example. So moving further, we spoke about how lifespan helps in evolution. So then we spoke about branching descent and etc. So finally we ended with your Hardy-Weinberg Principle. So in Hardy-Weinberg Principle, so we spoke about the gene and the allele frequency. So this gene and allele frequency remains constant. So this is known as genetic equilibrium, right? So this is p squared plus q squared plus 2pq is equal to 1, or p plus q the whole square is equal to 1. So where p is the frequency of allele A and q is the frequency of allele small a. So this was Hardy-Weinberg Principle. So here there are certain factors like mutation, genetic drift, etc. which has to remain constant, right? So we spoke about the different methods of selection: stabilizing, directional and disruptive. We spoke about what is bottleneck effect. So we also spoke about what is founder's effect. So we also spoke about what is mutation and what is saltation. So all these terms you have to remember. And finally we came to the evolution of man. So how it all started? Variation of character in one geographical area is adaptive radiation. Variation of characters in the same species in one geographical area is adaptive radiation. Okay, Antonia B? Yes? So this is the first part. So last one we spoke about evolution of man. So I hope you remember the tabular column. So it started from your Ramapithecus. So before that we had Dryopithecus, Ramapithecus, and finally it ended in Homo sapiens. So you have to remember these things. So apart from this, you should know what is an era and what is a period. So each era will have many different periods, okay? So this is what we were discussing in this chapter of evolution. So now we go forward and solve questions. So now it is exactly 5:15, okay? Let's take it as 5:15. So I have 20 questions. If you guys are very quick enough, in another 20 minutes we can be done with the lecture. Because how quickly you solve the question and how many attempts you take to give the right answer, that matters. Because it is paper pen, I understand. So you can erase it and you can mark the right answer, but you still lose time. So that is more important, right? So here we go. So please calculate yourself how many questions you get right and how many questions you get wrong. Alright, so the first question for the evening is this. Analogous organs are different in origin but perform similar function, common in origin and perform common functions, common in origin but perform different functions, different in origin and perform different functions. Yes, what is the answer? Quick. So questions of these kind, okay, so at least you can take minimum 35 to 40 seconds, no doubt. But in this 35-40 seconds, you have to be focused and you have to give me the correct answer in one go. So you cannot afford to make mistake. Yes, the right answer is different in origin. So this is basically your convergent evolution, right? So convergent evolution is different in origin but they perform similar functions. So like the wings of your birds and butterfly, the function is same, right? So of birds and of butterfly. Okay, so here we go to question number 2. Homologous organs show divergent evolution, convergent evolution, parallel evolution, both B and C. So question number 2. Yes, so all of you have given me the right answer for the first question. Yes, good. Yes, homologous organs show what type of evolution? Yes, divergent evolution. So maximum time you can take for this question is 20 seconds. Not more than that because the answers are pretty straightforward. It is not confusing, right? Why B and C? So homologous organs do not have convergent evolution. Ranjan, it is wrong. So now I move forward to question number 3. So thorns of bougainvillea and tendril of cucurbita are examples of retrogressive evolution. Analogous organs, homologous organs, vestigial organs. So question number 3. So retrogressive is reverse evolution or going back. So vestigial is of no use any longer. Yes? Yes, it is homologous organ, no doubt, it is a straightforward one. So the time that you can take for this is 20 seconds, not more than that. So moving forward, question number 4. So a population in Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium for a gene with only 2 alleles, okay. So we are talking about a population with respect to the genetic equilibrium which has 2 alleles. If the gene frequency of allele A is 0.7, the genotype frequency of AA is. What is the frequency of AA? Yes, question number 4. So you say answer B. Yes, Guha, you have given me the right answer. So we know the frequency of allele A is P. So P is 0.7. So Q is 0.3, right? So we also know P square plus Q square plus 2PQ. So this is AA, this is, so it is 2 into 0.21 which is nothing but 0.42. So if you're smart enough, you will take 1 minute for this question. But if you're super smart, you can do it off in 40 seconds. So answer B is the right option. Okay, so you understood how to get this? Yes? Everyone understood how to get this answer? No doubt? Yes? So Vishal, Anthony, Ranjan, you all understood how answer B is the right answer? Yes, any doubt? Yes, okay. So Vishal, clear? Shimpi? So Leela has given me the right answer, Guha has given me the right answer, others I hope it's clear. Yes, so I am going forward to question number 5. So if the frequency of dominant allele is 60%, find out the percentage of heterozygous individuals in a population. They are asking AA. AA is represented by this. So go according to the equation. AA is represented by 2PQ, right? So you go with this. AA is not that it's only P and Q. AA is represented as 2PQ. Okay. So question number 5, if the frequency of dominant allele is 60%, find out the percentage of heterozygous individuals in the population. Yes, question number 5, what is the right answer? So you should take 40 seconds to answer this question, so not more than 40 seconds. So the frequency of dominant allele, so dominant allele is this. So they are saying dominant allele, so this is P. So this is 0.6. So it is 60 by 100. So it is 0.6. So of the small allele, it is Q, it is 0.4 because 1 minus P is equal to Q. Right? I need the percentage of heterozygous individuals. So heterozygous individuals is 2PQ or it is A small a. Right? So 0.6 into 0.4 into 2. So it is 0.24 into 2. So this is 0.48. So into 100 if you do for percent, so it will be 48%. Right? So the right answer here is option A. So did you understand how to get this answer? Yes? Yes, not bad. You guys have understood. Yes, yes Dinesh, I remember. I hope your preparation is going on fine. So please do like, share and subscribe. Is this done? Yes? Okay, so you guys should take least number of seconds to answer this. Okay, so question number 6, here we go. Random genetic drift in a population probably results from highly genetically variable individuals interbreeding within the population, constant low mutation rate, large population size. So read the question and then answer. Yes, question 6. We would call Asad sir to solve such questions. Okay, I will tell Asad sir. Yes. Random genetic drift in a population would probably result from. So genetic drift, a gene drifts off. So it is like this. If I have 100 goats and if I am taking them to a plain for them to graze, right? In this 100, so one can easily go in the wrong path. Right? For this, I should have a person at the start and I should have a person at the back. I should have a shepherd at the back and I should have a shepherd at the front. Right? So only then the goats will not drift. So higher the variation, then it is easier for the genetic drift to happen. So highly genetically variable individuals. There are so many genetic variations that one gene can drift away from the population. So the right answer is option A. So if you have 100 genes, if you have 100 goats, then one goat can easily go missing. I will not know, right? So if there are so many varieties of gene in a population, so one gene can easily drift off. Alright, so this answer is option A. So this you can take 40 seconds because you need to understand the logic behind, right? So moving forward, question 7. So match the following. So this is standard. So not more than 40 seconds you will get. Yes, do the match. Question 7. So mutation, gene flow, natural selection, genetic drift. Yes. Yes, it is a bit confusing. So you can take even 1 minute, but I want the right answer. Yes, absolutely right. You guys have found the logic. So very good. So mutation is the source of new alleles. So mutation will cause new alleles, new genes, etc. So gene flow, when someone, how do you have the flow of genes? That is due to immigration, emigration and change in allele frequency. So this is option B, right? Natural selection, so it will change populations gene free. Okay, so natural selection is differences in survival and reproduction. So natural selection supports the fittest and the population which is able to survive well, right? So this is C. Genetic drift is change in population's gene frequencies, right? So yes, so this is D. You can take 1 minute. So question number 8. So the given diagram of marsupials of Australia provides an example of, so not more than 25 seconds because it is a direct question. Convergent evolution, parallel evolution, recapitulation, divergent evolution. Yes, question number 8. Yes, from the given diagram you have to find out. No, from the given diagram. From the given diagram you have to find out. So it's not that Australian marsupials itself show adaptive radiation, so more than one adaptive radiation is convergent evolution. No, they have strictly said look into the figure. So if you look into the figure, from a common source it is diverging, right? So it is divergent evolution. It is divergent evolution. No, it is not parallel evolution. It is not convergent. It is not recapitulation. It is divergent evolution looking into the figure given. Alright, yes Vishal, you're right. So question number 9. So stabilizing selection favors what? So this I have taught you. So this you should take only 25 seconds because it is a mere theory. Both extreme forms of a tract, intermediate forms of a tract, environmental differences, one extreme form over the other extreme form and over intermediate forms of a tract. Yes, question number 9. So stabilizing selection, so we have 3 types of selection. What are they? One is directional, one is disruptive, and the other one is stabilizing. So directional selection favors one extreme only. So disruptive favors both the extremes. So you have 2 new species formed. So stabilizing favors the average, that is the intermediates. So now tell me, is it not a straightforward question? So the answer is option B here. Yes, absolutely right. So this should not take more than 25 seconds. So moving forward, question number 10. So genetic drift in a new colony is known as natural selection, founder's effect, branching descent, saltation. Genetic drift. So movement of a gene, loss or gain of a gene in a new colony is also known as. So question number 10. So genetic drift in a new colony can be what? No, not necessarily. Not necessarily, Antonia B. Yes, it is founder's effect. Yes, so in a new colony you can have the original activity, original gene population coming back. So it can lead to founder's effect. Yes, this is option B. Okay, so this you should take only 12 to 15 seconds because it is basic logic, so not more than that. So here we move forward, question 11. So yes, the question looks huge, but it is very simple. So according to the Hardy-Weinberg Principle, allele and genotype frequencies in a population will remain constant from generation to generation in the absence of other evolutionary influences, right? We spoke about other points like genetic drift, gene flow, gene migration, natural selection, etc. All these have to remain constant for your genetic equilibrium to be constant, right? So it makes several assumptions which were given below. So random mating, sexual reproduction, non-overlapping generation, occurrence of natural size, small size of a population. So Hardy-Weinberg Principle says the genetic equilibrium is constant, right? So for this it assumes certain parameters are constant. So what are those parameters? Identify 2 assumptions which do not meet for a population to reach Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium. So you have to identify two populations which will not allow your genetic equilibrium to be constant. So question number 11. Yes, Guha is right. So it is occurrence of natural selection. So occurrence of natural selection will not allow a population to be at genetic equilibrium, and the next one is the small size of a population. So always large size is what we consider. In small size the variation can be high. So here the right answer is option A. So sorry, Guha said D. No, it is option A. I'm sorry. So question 11, yes, it is option A, right? So it is only these two that do not allow Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium to be reached. So random mating is right. So we should have sexual reproduction. Non-overlapping generation, this is also right. So these two are the ones which do not give rise to a genetic equilibrium. Alright, so question number 12, the tendency of population to remain in genetic equilibrium may be disturbed by random mating, lack of immigration, lack of mutations, lack of random mating. So read the question. So question number 12. So the tendency of a population in genetic equilibrium may be disturbed by. So, for a population to remain in genetic equilibrium, we need certain points. But which point here will disturb the genetic equilibrium? So, that is the question. So, which point here will disturb the genetic equilibrium? Yes, lack of random mating will disturb because we need random mating, right? Yes. So here we go. Question number 13. So one of the important consequences of geographical isolation is random creation of new species, no change in isolated fauna, preventing speciation through reproductive isolation. Yes, question number 13. So one of the important consequences of geographical isolation is speciation through reproductive isolation. So when you are reproductively isolated, yes, so that gives you more speciation. So that gives you more variety. No, this is wrong, this is right. So for this you need to understand the logic very well. So this can take 30 seconds, but I want you to give the right answer. Okay, so question number 14. So what was the most significant trend in the evolution of modern man from his ancestors? Shortening of jaws, binocular vision, increasing cranial capacity, or upright position? The most significant trend in the evolution of man from his ancestors. So question number 14. So you saw the first picture, right? So from monkey, so we have apes. Sorry, from monkeys we have humans. So what is the significant trend you saw? Upright position, the monkey was bent. Then slowly you had erect man, right? No, it is option D, the significant trend. So we did not see the increase in brain capacity from here to here. We saw the increase in brain capacity only from the first human man, that is hominid, not from the monkeys. So Dryopithecus, Ramapithecus did not have any brain capacity, but gradually we saw they all had upright position. The first monkey was bent, right, and the final man was upright. So the trend was the upright posture. Okay, yes. So moving on to question number 15. So when two species of different genealogy come to resemble each other as a result of adaptation, the phenomenon is termed as convergent evolution, divergent evolution, microevolution, or co-evolution. Yes, question number 15. When two species of different genre, of two different genus, okay? So we have two species, species A and B, they belong to different genus or different genes they have, but they resemble each other. So that is because of what? So this maybe I wouldn't have taught. No, they do not resemble each other. Okay, so I am talking about species, not about a particular organ. No, so this is known as microevolution. So when two small species resemble each other, so this is microevolution. Alright, so this is question number 15. So moving on to the last 5 questions, question number 16. So when two species of different genealogy, so I guess it is the same question, okay. So question 16, the concept of chemical evolution is based on the possible origin of life by combination of chemicals under suitable environmental conditions, crystallization of chemicals, interaction of water, air and clay under intense heat, effect of solar radiation on chemicals. So here only one answer is right, it is understood. So this is possible origin of life by the combination of chemicals under suitable environmental conditions, right? So only this can be the right answer. Okay, so question 17, Archaeopteryx is known as missing connecting link because it is a foil and it shows characters of. So Archaeopteryx is a bird, okay, but it forms a connecting link between your birds and reptiles, but now it is missing. But please remember, in your book only the figure is given, but this is important. So Archaeopteryx is a bird, so it is a bird-like and it forms a connecting link between your birds and reptiles. If you remember in Animal Kingdom, after class Reptilia, we have class Aves. Right? Yes, so this is how you should be able to recollect them. So here we move forward. So question 18. So the eye of octopus and the eye of cat shows different patterns of structure, yet they perform similar function. So this is an example of homologous organs that have evolved due to divergent evolution, analogous organs that have evolved due to convergent evolution, analogous organs due to divergent evolution, homologous organs due to convergent evolution. So this is pretty clear. This is analogous organs and this is convergent evolution. So analogous is different structures, but they perform the same function, right? It is a pretty clear question. It is straightforward. Yes. So now we move to question 19. Evolution of different species in a given area starting from a point and spreading to other geographical area is known as adaptive radiation, natural selection, migration, divergent evolution. So this is also a straightforward question, so we have no much confusion. So what will be the answer here? Yes, this is adaptive radiation. This is very clear, so I don't think you guys have any doubt, right? So here we go to the last question of the evening. So the diagram below shows 4 species of birds that have evolved from an ancestral species that had a small pointed beak. Today all 4 species inhabit the same island. So this is the figure. So it is the same bird that has different varieties of beak, alright. So now, which statement best explains the variation in the beaks of these 4 species? Over time, an abundance of seeds for food led to increased similarities between the species. Over time, an abundance of seeds for food led to increased differences between the species. Competition of limited food resource led to the selection for similar traits. Competition for limited food resource led to the selection for different traits. So what do you think will be the answer here? Yes? D. So competition for limited food resource led to selection of different traits. Over time, an abundance of seed for food led to increased differences between the species. Variation variation in the beaks of these 4 species? Okay, here the right answer is option B, because over time they had abundance of seed and each one had to choose the particular seed that they want to feed on. So that is why they had differences between the species. Okay, so here it would be answer B, not answer D, because competition for limited food resource, that is a type of okay, so that is also evolution, I don't disagree, but here they inhabit the same island, right? So that is, you can say, to reduce competition, because you have certain type of birds which we read in organism and population. So that also comes under this aspect, I don't deny. But over time, an abundance of seed for food led to the increased differences between species. So this was the condition why your Darwin's finches had many varieties. Okay, so this was the cause for your Darwin's finches. Alright, so with this we come to a good end of evolution. So we are done with evolution. So we might have a mega mentee in this unit, that is of your genetics, both the genetics chapter and your evolution, very soon. But meanwhile, tomorrow at 5 p.m. we will finish off excretion. Alright, so we are supposed to finish off excretion. We are supposed to talk about the mechanism of concentration of urine. So tomorrow we will finish off excretion. Alright, and Monday I will let you know what the schedule is, but very soon something interesting is coming, especially for those who are attending NEET 2021. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed the session. Yes, so I am not taking much of your time in a day, because I am giving a lot of time for self-study as well. So please prepare well. So if you have any doubts, get back to me quickly. So if you genuinely liked my way of teaching, so please do like, share and subscribe. Alright, so this is me wishing you more and more. So waiting to meet you tomorrow. So until then, take care and bye-bye.